sorry about that. The whole thing stalled and it had me go live and then it resumed and went back and forth. So I don't know what was happening those first few seconds there. If you saw me fooling with it, was telling me to rotate my device. So anyway, let me just fix this here. Okay, because that was kind of a weird angle. Okay, hello to whoever is watching. And if you're watching on a replay, welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before, and if you've been here, welcome back. Tonight I thought it would be fun because I have this ginormous bag of empties, and the other day I decluttered a whole bunch of palettes and stuff, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to go through and show you kind of what I'm getting rid of. So I'll start with the declutter. There's still probably some that's down in this giant bag I've got. I thought we'd start with that, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments because I can see them. It'll be fun. We can kind of talk and hang out. So the first I'm getting rid of is this. This is the Highlight and Contour palette by IBY Beauty. I don't know if they say IBY or if it's IBY. I received this in one of my beauty boxes, and you know, I just have other ones I like better, so I thought this could just go to a better home where it would get used. Again, it performs okay, not as much as some of the other ones that I have that I really like. So, you know, like I like my Lorac Mega Pro contour palette a lot. I've got the Marc Jacobs one that was on sale at Costco for like $30-something not too long ago. That's just a 2-color one. I even like my little e.l.f. $6 contour palette. This is just kind of okay, but you know, it'll work for someone. I'm sure it can find a good home. And I'm also going to get rid of this. This is by Naked Cosmetics, and again, I got it in a beauty box. There's nothing wrong with it. Actually, the colors are kind of pretty, but I have a lot of colors like this, and I'm just not reaching for this because I'm using my larger palettes that have these kinds of colors in them. So I'm going to see if one of my friends or relatives or somebody would like to have this. So I'll be getting rid of that also. Also, I'm getting rid of some Tarte items. I've had these for a while, and honestly, I just haven't reached for them in like a year, so it's just silly for me to have them. You know, this one actually, I don't think this performed very well unless you had, you know, the brush wet. While they look like they're very pretty colors, I just didn't find like they were very pigmented when they were actually on my eyes, and they didn't last very long. And then, you know, what is this other one? It's the Amazonian Princess, right? Yeah. And this is, or the bronzer that they have, something Princess. I'm spacing out on that right now. But I find it's a little bit patchy. Hello, good late evening and yeah, early morning. I know I'm in California, so for me it's only about 9:30. I know I'm doing this kind of late. Well, I had to film something anyway, so I was like in here with the lights on. I thought I'll go live for a while. I had just edited the entire Kat Von D 3 looks 1 palette video last night when I couldn't find my ending. So I did a 4th look with a Kat Von D palette, and I went kind of more rocker chick because I hadn't done that kind of a look for it yet. And I filmed the ending, so I thought I'd go live because I had this stuff sitting here. So in case you're wondering why I'm in my AC/DC shirt and this, I was going for a different look. Mindy says it's 12:35 in Virginia. And Heartfelt Dream says, I decluttered the Tarte palette this summer. Did you? Same one? Yeah, I just really didn't like this. I got it on sale. Like, it was pretty cheap. I think when I got it, it was probably in the low $20. So, you know, I got to try it. Just wasn't really thrilled. But again, for someone who likes less of a poppy look, they might like this. So I'll just, you know, bring this to the next family gathering or ask my friends if they want it or something. And then I'm also decluttering this from Beaute. I thought this was a really good idea because it had a bronzer and a powder in one, but I just find I just don't, no, I'm sorry. This is, yeah, wait, sorry, let me look. Yeah, it is the Sheer Matte Powder and Bronzer Duo. I think some bronzer got on here. I was looking at it like, gee, that looks kind of dark for a powder, but I think just some bronzer got on top. I kept mushing them together too much, and I just never used this. Nothing wrong with it. Works fine, again, but I like my other powders that I use on a regular basis, like my, you know, Too Faced Cocoa Powder or my Laura Mercier powder, or I have a Physicians Formula loose powder I've been using. So, you know, I would just rather use those, so I'll just get rid of that. I'm also getting rid of this, which makes me sad because I love the packaging on this so much. I mean, I think their packaging is gorgeous, just beautiful. So this one especially, this is probably, I think, one of my favorite looking palettes for little palettes on the outside. You know, it's metal, it feels like quality, you know, it has a pretty blush, it has these eyeshadows, and these eyeshadows actually work well. I just, you know, I'm just not using it. I've had it for a while, so it's time it just goes to somewhere it gets used because it's just going to sit there and rot, and I don't need it for anything for the channel, really, for comparison. So that is going also. This YayOrNayNicole Matte Moisture Tint Sunscreen. You know, I have plenty of, you know, BB creams and stuff that I've collected over time somehow that have good SPF in them. I do like that this, you know, has SPF 15, but I'm just not using it. And if I do go out, you know, as if I ever get to exercise, but if I were going for a run or a walk, I would want higher SPF. And during the day, I usually just wear foundation, so I'm just not using it. But it is a very nice cream. And Heartfelt Dream, I'm in California too. The smoke from the fires down in the Bay Area, oh my gosh, yes, it is so bad that we were in that extremely bad, like, you know, it goes from, you know, green to yellow to red to like burgundy to then like you're in the middle of the fire bad. We were one away from that for several days last week. Like seriously, I was not leaving the house unless I absolutely had to. I work from home, so that worked out pretty well. Had to keep all the doors and windows shut. Ran the air conditioner, you know, if we needed air rather than opening the windows. Unfortunately, our air conditioner doesn't circulate, so you know, we didn't run it a lot because it was just still sucking in the air. It smelled like smoke like crazy. And then it was better for a couple days, and then today it was bad again. And there's just a very strange orange cast to everything. My husband took some pictures of it, and it just looks really weird. Yeah, it's so sad. And then our cars, you go outside, they're covered with soot. So I can't imagine. I live about 45 minutes away from Napa and Sonoma, you know, Glen Ellen, those are more like an hour, hour and 15. But yeah, we're 45 minutes from there, so it's really, really bad. Yeah, and my friend who lives in San Francisco said it's been horrible there too. Oh, you live close to the Redwood Fire? Oh, which Redwood Fire? The one that's in Santa Cruz right now? Sorry, there's so many fires right now. Oh, an hour north of Santa Rosa. Oh, okay, yeah, there's so many fires now. It's so sad. One of my friends, Jeanette, her family home burned, but thank God her mom, I guess, got out with a dog and all that. Oh, Allison, hi, you're in Santa Rosa? Oh God, I'm so sorry. It's so sad what's going on over there. I know, it's unbelievable. I can't believe it. I mean, you know, we go there often, and Santa Rosa is so beautiful, and I just can't imagine it all being wiped out like that, and that they're not stopping. That's the crazy thing. I just keep praying for some rain to help it, you know, stop and help the firefighters out. So, yeah, prayers to any of you guys suffering from that. I mean, I'm, you know, not complaining about the smoke, just talking about, you know, what it's like here. Allison said, we're fine, but my son's girlfriend's house is gone. Oh God, really? Did she have any warning? Was she able to at least like get photos and stuff out? Because that's what I would think would be heartbreaking, would be losing the irreplaceable items. You know what I mean? I mean, on the plus side, if you get out and you're alive, but that would be just so sad. Because I mean, I know I've got a big thing, because back before all the digital photos, you know, now I guess a smart thing to do would be to put all of our digital photos onto a couple drives and have those somewhere ready to go if you needed to. But that would be the worst part. She only got her homecoming dress. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's really rough. Oh God, I should give her the makeup. Seriously, if she wears makeup, if she lost everything, I could just send her all the stuff I'm getting rid of. So Allison, you know, DM me if she likes makeup, and I'll send her some of this stuff I'm getting rid of, because she might as well have it, right? You know, she'll have like a full thing. We've got eyebrows now. You got her covered on that? Okay, all right. Well, that's nice. Oh man, yeah. I don't know if they want to use makeup for any of this stuff, but this is probably a little too trash to give to anybody. But I did really like this a lot. This was the Too Faced eyebrow palette. It had, you know, wax, a little highlighter. It had 2 colors of powder, and I used this a lot, and I really liked it. And I liked the little teeny tools that it came with. You know, the little brushes were really handy. And then the only thing was it was a little bulky, because it had this drawer with a eyebrow pencil and then little stencils, and I never really used the stencils for my eyebrows, so, you know, but I've just had it a long time, so it's probably getting a little grody. It still smells fine, but, you know, I have other eyebrow stuff I'm really using on a regular basis, so goodbye to you. You were wonderful while I used you. No complaints about the Too Faced brow stuff at all. Got like a little itch. I don't know what is getting me here. Then another YayOrNayNicole item here. This is just the bronzer, which I always thought was weird, because look, it has these little dots, and it's had that ever since I kind of started using it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's kind of lumpy, and you know, it looks like it has pimples. And I don't know, I just didn't find that it was anything thrilling. It was like just a matte bronzer, and I don't know. I used it for a while, but I didn't love it, and so I'm getting rid of it. Plus, it has weird like little pimply things in it. This little guy here, I received this in a subscription box. I don't recall which one. I'm kind of thinking it was in Wantable when I got Wantable. Whoops. And it's a nice little palette, but you know, it does need like a little brow bone highlight. It's, you know, these are all shimmers. These two are mattes. So it's a good little palette, or fine, but I just don't use it, so I'm going to get rid of it. And this is by Pure Cosmetics. This is their contour collection. And, you know, it worked fine, worked nicely, but I have so much contour highlight stuff that this might as well go to a better home. You know, worked fine. I don't like really hate any of this stuff other than that one Tarte palette that I don't think worked very well. And this I think I've used twice or 3 times. The Smashbox X-rated mascara, it just doesn't work for me. So even though it's, you know, got a lot left in it, it's just gonna go because, you know, I'd really only use it on my lower lashes. It didn't do much for my upper ones, and you know, I don't know. Nothing too thrilling about that. So now should we switch to a few empties? A few empties, you're gonna laugh. Oh my God, this is so heavy, hang on. Oh my God, this is how many empties I have. And I just did this not too long ago. So, don't worry, we won't be doing this all night. We'll just do like 10 minutes of empties. I'm gonna just dump this sideways so I can get into it. Okay, there we go. It's ridiculous, right? I'm gonna try to do some empties, and ignore Kylie on here. This is just a Bellamy bag that I got at Generation Beauty that I was throwing all the stuff into. So I am done with a Tarte Shape Tape, which I understand is going to be going on sale for 25% off this week. Tarte is having their birthday or something, and one of the days this week I read that they are going to have this for 25% off in limited amounts. So you should probably check the Tarte website first thing in the morning every day if you care to get this on sale, because they said that they're only gonna have a certain amount. So if you waited till like 10 o'clock at night or something, you might not get it. I use Light and really like it. It just does great coverage, doesn't crease, and I'm really happy with it. This is a Laura Mercier. There might be a tiny bit left in here of, yeah, this is the, whoa, SC2 Secret Camouflage, where you can kind of mix up your own kind of shade using the 2 shades of under eye concealer or spot concealer or whatever. I really like this stuff. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape more often now though, and I've had this for like probably a couple of years, and it's a cream, so it's got to go, even though there's a little bit left in there. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, okay. Biossance, the refresher, they make a really good skin oil. Well, a couple of them, one body oil, one skin oil, although the body one you can use on your face. When it first came out, I totally used it on my face. They made these little wipes. They still have some in, because when I got it, this came right off. They refunded me for it, and I just really couldn't use them. They dried out, and they were really dry to begin with. Now, from what I can see, they make these, and they're like an individual sealed packets, but they're a little pricey. So, and then Tarte Fresh Eyes. I bought these at a Generation Beauty at a reduced price, but I didn't like them. They were too dry. I felt like they wouldn't get my makeup off without scrubbing, so did not like these at all. Let's see, what have we got here? Oh, one of my sponges from Spongelle. These come preloaded with the most heavenly smelling soap inside, and it says it lasts for 30 washings. They last a couple months for me. This one was cool because it had a rougher side and a softer side, so you could really kind of exfoliate yourself and, you know, not. I love these, and they often go, oh, what was it? Where did I see it? Oh, on the Fab, oops, sorry, let me just push this here. I'm going into lower power mode here. I do see these on the FabFitFun site sometimes at a really good discount, like 40 or 50% off, and there's different flavors. I think I have another one in here actually. Oh yeah, there. This guy doesn't have the exfoliating on it. This had a different scent, and I did see them on Haute Look, so you know, you don't have to pay full price, and they have sales on their site sometimes. I ran out of my Drunk Elephant vitamin C serum. I really like this one, but I'm out, so I have to wait till the next Sephora 20% off or whatever, because it never goes on the list anymore for Derm Store. It used to go on the 20% off. It used to qualify. It never does anymore, unfortunately. So in the meantime, I'm going to use my Complete Cosmetics. They do basically a knockoff of the Skin Cuticles one. This here, oh, I got this in Sonoma. This is PK Sonoma Pure Scent Hand and Body Moisturizer, and this was like one of those little stores that makes homemade stuff, and it was good and nice and moisturized well. Michelle, hi! Hey everybody, that's Michelle. She's a makeup artist in LA who is super, super nice and talented and has her own makeup line. She has like lipsticks and eyeshadow palettes and brushes, and they're very, very nice. And the brushes are really, really soft. I have some of those actually. Yeah, I just went through a bunch of stuff. I'm decluttering, Michelle, in case you just joined. And I am now going through tons of empties. As usual, I have another bottle of Moroccan oil mousse because it's my favorite. So days when I just don't throw my hair in a ponytail in a lazy fashion. I thought this was kind of cool. This came in a beauty box. This is a moisturizer, just good night cream, and it came in a little, you know, little paper wrapper thing, but it had a real opening on it. You know, it wasn't just like where you rip it open. And this was a ½ ounce, so this lasted me a while and it worked nicely. So no complaints about that. The brand is Eco Beauty by La Fresh Group. Oh wow, check this out. This is actually full. I think this accidentally got in here. Oh no, it didn't. Oh, this dried up. Allison said, our Sephora had everything 20% off today. Don't know if it was just because of the fire. Wow, really? Oh darn, I could have stocked up on that. I could use another one of these, but I'll finish my complete skincare one. I like that one too, so. And it's way cheaper. It's like $40 at the most. Yeah, I got this as a sample, but it dried up before I could use it, and it's not that old, so, you know, it's getting trashed. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is the Bamboo Volume Plump Strand Expand by Alterna. I use this once in a while. Michelle said, I guess I should keep my empties too. I toss them right away. You know, I just keep this giant bag of them, and it's crazy how fast I go through stuff. So as a makeup artist, I can't imagine how much you go through. Oh, Michelle, I did go to a makeup artist training class in San Francisco a weekend ago. It was fabulous. It was an editorial exploration class, and we had models. We were doing their makeup all weekend. It was fabulous. I learned so much, and I can now color match foundation using the olives and the reds and the neutral palettes. So that was pretty cool. This is a very trashed NARS, Michelle said, as a skincare makeup junkie. Yeah, I've somehow used this up and wrecked it. Oh, and you saw that, yeah, I posted about it. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it. And I'll tell you, I was a little bit worried about putting the lashes on. The girl and stuff worked great. And I got my wings straight on her. It was fabulous. I was really proud of myself. I was like, yay. So the things I was worried about, I almost couldn't sleep the night before because I was like so worried about it, because I haven't put makeup really on other people other than like my daughter, her friends or whatever, since I was in college, and I would do like kind of as a contractor, you know, at Macy's once in a while, do makeup, or, you know, wedding for, you know, a friend or stuff like that. So, oh, thank you. I used the Kat Von D palette. So I went a little more rocker chic because I'm doing this video right now because I just had to kind of unexpectedly film. So I did another eye look to film the end of my Kat Von D one. Take over my job, I'm ready to retire. I think I just want to be able to do it if I need to do it. And I wanted to learn more about what I'm doing, whether it's on myself or other people, since I have a makeup channel, right, you know? But that would be good to do. And Steve bought me the class like 2 years ago, but Danielle had to have, you know, I think her open heart surgery when I was supposed to do the first one, and then I think something else happened for the second time it was scheduled, so, you know, life happens. But I'm getting rid of this. This is a body oil. It's called French Lavender by Mullen and Sparrow. And it got weirdly cloudy. I don't remember that. I'm glad you like the eyes. Oh, so you want to know what I did? Hang on. I've got the palette right here. I'll grab it. Self-show. I don't know if you have this one, but it was actually pretty easy. Yes, learning on other people's, yeah, it's very different doing it on somebody else. Totally different, yeah, and I've experienced that. That's why Danielle, for her prom, I had my friend Brittany, who's a makeup artist, do her makeup, because that way there wasn't going to be any, you know, stress, because she'll sit perfectly still for Brittany, but for me, she's like on her phone and doing stuff. So, yeah, so what I did is I used Stigmata. I used that all over as if it were a transition color, which I know it's not, but I did, because there's not really one in here. And then I used Rosary above that a little bit more. Then I deepened up with Sabbath, the black. I did that in my crease and down here. And then I used Amen, just the brow bone area. And then with a wet brush, I used Relic, the gold. I'll get closer here so you can see. And then I, with a wet brush, also used Heaven on the inner corner. And then I went underneath it a little bit with Sabbath, and I used a Silver ColourPop $6 liner along with a black liner on the under eye. Laura Mercier tight lined, and then I threw on these lashes, which I believe are House of Lashes. I forgot what number. Hey, how you doing, Tara? Glad that you are here. Yeah, I'm actually doing empties and stuff, but I had to show you guys what I did on my eyes. Yeah, the gold is fabulous. This whole palette is awesome. I really like it, even though it's laid out like a stained glass window, but it makes you try different stuff. The gold is killer. The blue is killer. I mean, I'm loving this palette. I'm having so much fun with it. So anyway, back to empties. Not decluttering this. I'm gonna move that way over there so I don't somehow like wreck it or something. Okay, let's do a little bit more. Okay, this is a Lancome little, I used it a lot. If you want like a lighter look, I really like the Lancome shadows sometimes. You know, they do have nice pigmentation, and the way that they group them together is generally pretty good. So I use this guy a lot, but he's really old. He has to go. He's a garbage, not a giveaway. Let's go through some skincare here. Oh, this was by My Body. This was called Necessity, an anti-aging treatment for neck and décolleté. And, you know, Roseanne said, looking pretty, good job. Oh, thank you, Roseanne. Appreciate it. And I got this, I think, in Beauty DNA. And, you know, I did use this. This lasted a couple months. You know, I don't think that my neck got any worse, but I didn't notice any huge difference with it, but it was nice to have. What is this? Oh, this is Nourishing Lip Butter, but it got like really hard, like after like 4 months, so that is garbage. This is by Teodora. And speaking of tea, I have a coffee scrub that is awesome. It was by Coffea, and it comes like in a little brown bag, but it's plastic lined, so you can put it in your shower. That stuff was awesome, and it smelled like you were inside of a chocolate cake. So good. These are those little DHC. You guys, this is one of my ride or dies now. I mean, this, I don't know how I'd live without it. They are little, I have one. I have a whole video on these actually though. They're little virgin olive oil swabs. So I don't know if you can see the picture here, but they're a Q-tip, but they're thinner than a Q-tip. So you have a lot more precision, but they're not pointed at the ends, and they are treated with the slightest bit of olive oil. And when I had these at that makeup artist class that I was in, and I pulled them out because somebody made a mistake on their model's wing. I said, hey, use this, you can fix it. She said, oh, I don't want to put oil on their face. I don't want to put oil on their face. I said, no, no, no. And this was the teacher saying that. Oh my God, the woman who was the teacher was fabulous. Deborah Dietrich. Oh my God. Coolest person ever. Anyhow, and I said, no, no, really watch. I wiped it on my hand. I said, look, now feel my hand. It doesn't leave residue. They are so lightly dipped, but they pick up like any mistakes, you know, anywhere, in or eye, but then they don't, you know, make your makeup drag or, you know, pull your makeup because there's oil there or anything. These are amazing. And I think it's like $7.99 for 50 of them. They're by DHC, the Japanese skincare company. So these are fabulous. Love, 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 love these. And they're so reasonable. And because they're natural, like I bought these ones by, look, I think it's, who made them? Another company that at Target or whatever you can get them, but it says don't use an eye area. No, an ear area or nose or something. And where would you put it? You can buy these on DHC's site. Yeah, I believe Derm Store sells them. I've seen them on Amazon. So you can find them almost anywhere. So they're DHC. And I love these. I got 2 boxes last time. Oh gosh, yeah. Michelle, you will use these so much. Oh, and the best part of them, watch my video if you want to really see. They're each individually packaged, so they're very sanitary. There is a little split mark down the middle, like where it's pre-perforated, so you just like twist it open. So you can leave half of it in the plastic and half out. So what I'll often do is I'll use one to do any touch-up, or, you know, for me, sometimes I end up with too much liner in my eye or whatever, you know, and then I can just put it down. The other side is still sanitary and untouched, and I'll use it again the next day. Or that night, if I have eyelash glue, it's fabulous for getting eyelash glue. And for you with clients, it's a clean, pre-wet thing that you can use, and they're relatively inexpensive. I mean, they're not as cheap as Q-tips, but so that's my DHC commercial. Anyway, yeah, so if you want to see more and see them in action, or just call me and I'll FaceTime you or something, or I've got that video too. Let's see what else. Oh, you know, the Body Shop, of course, I've got my little duo. I like this one because this had half of it, I think it's, yeah, pretty much all gone. Half of it was Yeah, go order it, Michelle. Half of it is the shimmery kind and half of it wasn't. Ooh, there's a little left, but man, this is so old now. Still smells good though. I don't know how long these are supposed to stay good, but this is probably like 2.5 years old. So I thought it was time for him to go. Let's do a couple more, and I should probably like stop before my battery runs out because I think my thing gave me a 20% warning a little while ago. La Roche-Posay, the sunscreen that I love so much, and Chlorine dry shampoo. Michelle said, which device do you use to broadcast live? It's so clear. Oh no, be chatty. I love that. Good night, Mindy. Sleep tight. Sorry to keep you up so late. This is just my iPhone 7 Plus that I'm using. Yeah, I've tried to go live on YouTube through the webcam, and I always have trouble running it through that software that they make you run it through for YouTube. So, and then yesterday I tried it in a different location. I was more in the corner because I'd set myself up there for something I was broadcasting for something else regarding social media for what I do for my job. And the camera was fading in and out with different lighting. Is this staying pretty stable for you? Because yesterday it was acting really weird. So I'm glad to hear that this is clear, because yesterday I looked at the replay of my going through the Milani stuff and it looked really funky. I was like, oh shoot, my lighting's terrible. But anyway, so my favorite facial sunscreen. Oh, Roseanne, great. I'm glad. Okay, we have a consensus then. Looks good, because I was really upset with the upload, but oh well. And then dry shampoo. So these are things I'm using a lot. And let's see, let me find, oh, you know, the good old lawn comb. Oh, hey, Carla, how's it going? Thanks for joining. I'm going through like tons of empties and some declutter. And the Bifacil, I'm guessing, lawn comb, the eye makeup remover stuff for waterproof. So anyway, I probably better call it a night. Oh, I killed this. Look, the Laura Geller. And you know that thing with the alcohol smushing and all that, that never works for me. So I've been trying to use this Crumbled and Broken. It's the Baked Cheek Dreams Highlighter and Blush in Vanilla Peach Cobbler. Great color, but I dropped it and it's dead. And there's not enough left, really, I don't think, to make that work, even if it had ever stayed for that. I'm not very good at fixing it. So anyway. But I had better run. Oh yeah, Laura Geller blush is great. I love them. They're really good. And I really, really am loving the Milani stuff too. The ones that I did last night, I'm so thrilled with that brand. I'm just like, wow, drugstore brand I can totally get behind. I'm excited. So, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you guys all have a good night. I am going to go put all this stuff away and do some stuff before tomorrow. Laundry, yay! All right, take care guys. Bye.